Hey, how you doing? Within the last couple of days, we got some Kingdom Hearts 4 news. I don't know why I'm putting my headset on. I really don't need it. Recently, there was a Famitsu interview that came out featuring Tetsuya Nomura, and I've already read like a good chunk of it, but I kind of just wanted to like take a look at it and give you guys my thoughts on things because it's Kingdom Hearts 4. It's freaking crazy. So I kind of want to go over the summary of the interview, and then I want to look a little more in depth with the actual interview itself. Shout out to my boy OJ. Also, shout out to Audrey for the translations. If y'all aren't following her, you definitely should. I think this is really cool that they actually showed the trailer in Unreal Engine 4. Which looked beautiful, by the way, but the fact that the next time we see it is going to be in Unreal Engine 5 is pretty crazy. I know a lot of people like to joke around and be like, oh my gosh, like Kingdom Hearts 4, it's going to come out in like 50 years, you know, classic Kingdom Hearts. I don't think that's going to be the case here. I think even though they are going to be transitioning into Unreal Engine 5, you know, it is going to be a much smoother transition because all the assets and everything is already in Unreal Engine. They don't really have to do a lot of work to transition into Unreal 5. So I'm actually very excited to see what the heck that's gonna look like, because Unreal 4 already looks amazing. The girl who knows Quadratum, so they're talking about the nameless star here, she's still a secret. It's unknown whether she'll appear in Kingdom Hearts 4 or not, but Nomura does suggest she is a Verum Rex character. I think this is cool because I think this just all more confirms that, yes, there is a Verum Rex game coming, which makes me very excited because I definitely want to know more about Yozora, the star, anything that has to do with Unreality, give it to me. I also think this is really interesting too, that they got a writer from one of the Heavensward writers from Final Fantasy XIV to work on Missing Link. I have not played through a lot of Final Fantasy XIV, but from what everybody tells me, after A Realm Reborn, literally like from Heavensward on, it's just like amazing. Again, I don't know the story for Heavensward or any of the expansions for 14. I would like to go through them eventually. That makes me very excited because I have heard very, very good things about the expansions and you know, having somebody like this on Missing Link, which, you know, it's going to be they do talk about in this interview, but Missing Link is going to be that bridge between Union Cross to Dark Road, I believe, which is good because we need something like that. I think that's going to be really awesome because Union Cross is so crucial to the story going forward, even though it takes place like such a long time ago in like the story and the plot and everything. It is so crucial and so critical to where we're at right now going forward. So I think getting somebody like this to help write the scenario for Missing Link, definitely a good call. Why did you want to hold the Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary event at Shibuya Hikari? Shibuya is a worldwide landmark, and I felt like it would be an easy choice for the event. Listen, Nomura, you can just straight up tell us Shibuya Hikari is gonna have some significance to the story. There might be a secret boss there. I don't know. I don't know what Quadratum's gonna look like, but hey, I know you're just playing. I do think this is interesting though that the interviewer does ask about, is the Shibuya that we see, like the Quadratum that we see, is there any connection to like Shibuya from The World Ends With You? Since, you know, we had those characters in Room Jump Distance, and Nomura does clarify that there is no connection at all. Does that mean necessarily that there will not be Tui characters coming back? I don't think that's what that means. You know, I obviously like Quadratum and Shibuya, well, at least Tui's Shibuya, are two completely different things, but he's just saying that there's no connection between Quadratum and Shibuya. That he's not saying that Tui characters aren't coming back. My goodness. Y'all know that I would just eat that up, bro. I would love that. This little tidbit is kind of interesting. So the room that we see in that Sora wakes up in the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, Nomura actually says that room will be your base of operations in the early stages of the game. So we're gonna have like a little hub, like HQ area where we like come back to. Like, are we gonna be able to like come back here and like customize our outfit, or come back here and upgrade our Keyblade or whatever? I think that's actually kind of cool. You know, we haven't really, I don't want to say we haven't really had something like that. I mean, I guess you could say like Traverse Town would have been like kind of that quote-unquote hub world in Kingdom Hearts 1, or Hall of Bastion in Kingdom Hearts 2. But I think it'd actually be really cool to just have, like, you just have like a house. Sora's literally paying rent. I don't know. Is he? I don't know. I'm kind of excited to see what that's going to be all about, because I kind of would love the outfit customization to come back like we had in 0.2. I think that would be really, really cool. I'm glad he's going over Missing Link a little bit more, because this little tidbit definitely, I'll say this, it's got people talking. So Nomura was, he was saying how Missing Link's taking place 4 generations after Ephemer was alive. And then this is what's interesting. The main family that carries his bloodline is known as the Society of the Heirs, while the Society of those who do not carry his bloodline are known as the Society of the Non-Heirs. That is really interesting, because who is going to be in Ephemer's bloodline? Immediately, I think of Riku. Honestly, Society of the Heirs. Riku was actually originally the one who was supposed to wield the Kingdom Key. And this might be a bit of a stretch, but, I think the Kingdom Key does resemble the Master Defender in a way, and Brain did actually give the Master Defender to Ephemer at the end of Union Cross. So, I don't know. Like, I think it would make sense, Riku would be in Ephemer's bloodline, because, hey, he was originally supposed to have the Kingdom Key, but also, come on, the gray hair. They both got gray hair. It's right there. I don't think Xehanort is going to have any connection, just because now we know that he is a reincarnated version of the player. But I do think it is interesting. I think later on, it's somewhere down here. I don't know exactly where it is. But Nomura actually mentions that we're actually gonna learn why Xehanort became bald. I think it's really funny that Xehanort losing his hair is going to be some kind of plot point in Kingdom Hearts. Doesn't even surprise me, honestly. Let's be real. All right, so I'm really excited about this. Nomura actually said that he's getting Akiko Ishibashi to help write the scenario for Kingdom Hearts 4. That's very exciting to me, because Akiko Ishibashi, she worked on Neo The World Ends With You. The way that the characters interact in Neo, like, it just feels natural. The characterization is great, that's all I'll say. So this, again, makes me very excited that she's coming on to help with Kingdom Hearts. Now, me, of course, I want to see these Tui characters or these Neo characters come into Kingdom Hearts. That's just me. Does that mean this is going to happen? One can dream. I would kill to see an interaction between Shoka and Larxene. I need that so bad. Heck, even Mini Mimoto and Xigbar, oh my gosh, bro. I'm dreaming at this point. BRB, I'm going to go write a fanfic. This is also another thing. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Sora is trending again. This man is always trending. You love to see it, bro. I'm very interested to see how the Foretellers are going to act as antagonists in this arc going forward, because they don't really seem like, I don't know what's the word. They don't really seem like they would have an issue, I guess, with like Sora or anyone else, but we don't know what's going to happen. We kind of figured this was going to be the case because of, the Kingdom Hearts 3, not secret ending, the Kingdom Hearts 3 epilogue with young Xehanort and Ericus, foreshadowed that, these 7 black pieces, and obviously they are the images of the Foretellers, Lucio and the Master. But what's interesting here is that Nomura mentions the antagonists, they're going to revolve around the 5 disciples who disappeared. But the Master, technically, there's the 5 Foretellers, but there's also Lucio. So where does Lucio fall into this? Is he going to side with our Guardians of Light? Is he actually going to help us? Is he going to join the Foretellers, and is Ava going to side with us, or is Ava going to be one of the antagonists? It's definitely going to be interesting to see how, I guess, antagonizing they're going to be, because, if you've watched back cover, they kind of do act differently from each other. immediately I think of Osed, right? Like Osed in back cover was like the one who was like, we need to defy the master's teachings. Is Osed gonna be the one to maybe like help us? Because he's always kind of been like, hey, we have to defy the master's teachings. And is it gonna be the other foretellers and Lucio? I mean, I don't know, but it makes me very excited because that also means that we are going to see the foretellers in action, and we are actually gonna hopefully see them at full power, at their fullest potential, which might be terrifying, but also make for some really, really cool boss fights. I think the only other thing I would like to talk about is, I don't know if it's here or here, it's definitely at the top here, but essentially, Nomura did say that there's not going to be any more plans to release any more Kingdom Hearts 4 information in the near future, which I think is fine. I think we, with Dark Road coming in August and, Missing Link, at least the beta, I think, is coming out later this year. I'm cool with that. I'm not expecting any more Kingdom Hearts 4 news. I know there's a lot of other games in development right now. We don't know what's happening with Remake Part 2. We don't know how far Final Fantasy 16 is in development. A lot of these things are gonna, play into and factor into, kind of when, at least they could in a way, they could factor into when we might see more Kingdom Hearts 4 news. I'm not expecting any more Kingdom Hearts 4 news this year, but I would like to see at least just something. Maybe not even like a trailer or anything, but maybe even like just like another interview like this. Sometime early next year, just so we kind of know what's going on. And like I said earlier, I don't think it's going to be a bajillion years before we get this game. I think maybe within the next couple of years, we'll get it, just because, again, the transition from Unreal 4 to Unreal 5 is not going to be as crazy, as Kingdom Hearts 3's transition was. But yeah, that's it. I don't know why I just kind of felt like making a little video, just talking about it, because I think this is some juicy information, it's really exciting. We're in this phase again where it's like, oh my gosh, like Kingdom Hearts news. And, it's like that feeling like before, whenever we were getting Kingdom Hearts 3 news before 3 came out, it's kind of like that same feeling is back, and so, I kind of just wanted to get my thoughts on just stuff that I thought about. I know everybody on the internet has been giving their thoughts on things, so I wanted to chime in a little bit. But what are you guys excited for Kingdom Hearts 4 going forward? And what are your thoughts on what Nomura had to say about Kingdom Hearts 4, Missing Link, Dark Road, whatever? I would love to hear them down below in the comments. And I'm sure we'll be definitely talking more Kingdom Hearts 4 very soon. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.